be running. Okay, a cup of tea in the garden. You know, so here we go, what's up? I just got back. I was doing content over at the Etihad, and I've managed to do like 15, 20 videos this morning. So yeah, like I said, I'm already smashing my video target. You know, like I fucking killed that. It's like, you know, I've done an extra 800 videos, and it's fucking hard work, you know, and no fuck I support you, you know. But anyway, I went over to the Etihad and I done some content. You know, I bumped into a few people over there. You know, a couple of people weren't happy to see me dressed like a postbox, but fuck them. I'm not concerned about them. You know, I must be fucking stupid or just stupid brave, because there's loads of city over there cussing me, and you know, I won't say nothing. And if someone walks up to me, then I have an excuse to put my hands on you, because I'll never swing at someone first. I'll let them do it first, but you're on camera, you know. So if you swing at somebody on camera and they hit you back, that's self-defense. I went over to the Etihad to make some content for my channel. I have a target to hit, which is 5,000 subs and 5,000 videos. I'm not far away from 5,900 videos on this channel. I'm smashing me video target out the park. And I'll hit my target before Christmas, you know. And a few other people will hit that target. You know, I'm gonna, like, the people that have supported me over the years, it's like I'll help them get a few subs, you know. But it's a two-way street, you know. All the workers over there turned around and said, bro, you're fucking brave, you. Why? Bro, look what you're wearing, look where you are. So fucking what? I helped build this fucking thing, mate. You understand? I worked on the site, bro, when I was first here. And you know the amount of United fucking memorabilia and jerseys that are in the foundations of the Etihad? Because people like me and Joe Davis, we fucking plastered the whole foundation with Man United shirts. I went over there this morning. You know, it's second nature to me. I go on my own. Now, I'm a Man United fan, and I see a City fan walking around Old Trafford taking pictures, mocking me club, and I'd fucking say something, you know. But look, freedom of speech and all that, you know, like, either I have to be stupid or brave, so which one is it? Probably both. Would you go over to City's ground dressed like this, would you? Hey, but I know everybody, you know, and they know me. Bro, can I get in your video? Yeah, no problem. I met a fella before. He wanted to spend the day with me. He said, I come here to explore the city. He's like, I take you food. I was like, no, I don't fucking think so, mate. I don't know you. I've just fucking met you. Do you understand? It's like, can you take picture of me? I was like, yeah, give me your phone. No problem. Security walked over to me. What do you want? He said, no, I'm just having a nosy what you're doing. I was like, this gentleman asked me to take a picture. Is that okay with you, yeah? People like him pay your cunt wages, yeah? Bro, don't take the piss. Look what you're wearing. So fucking what? I'm a football fan, am I? And this man, his name is Mohammed, and he's from fucking Where did he say he was from? Bangladesh or somewhere. I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck where he's from. You know, he's a football fan. He said, brother, could you take a picture? I said, no problem. The fucking security guard come over like I was about to fuck off with his phone. I was like, hang on, mate. This man stopped me while I was making my own content and asked me to take a picture. Okay, what's the problem? No problem, dude. He fucking know me. I was like, how do you know my name? He's like, bro, seeing your videos, you're over here all the time, all the stuff, look at you, it's a nightmare. But it's like you never cause any trouble. I said, bro, look, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a Man United fan. You know, I'm a football fan. I've probably lived in this city longer than you have. Do you understand that? He said, but don't you think it's a bit silly going around dressed like a fucking, you know, why is it silly? I'm a YouTuber. I make content. That's what I do. I don't give a fuck if there's 30 City fans over there and I'm there on my own. I'm not bothering anyone. I'm there to make content and to grow my channel. And sometimes you have to put your neck on the fucking line for your fucking channel. Do you know what? Not only do I not get paid for doing this job, yeah, it's like I go out my way to make content that could get me dropped. There's a lot of City fans don't like me and threatened me if they catch me at the Etihad slipping on my own that they'll do me in. So yeah, you know, I'm still waiting. You know, you're on camera, mate, but if you hit me, I swear to God, bro, we're dancing. You know, either you're gonna put me asleep or vice versa. You know, because at the end of the day, I'm a football fan. You know, if I want to go to fucking Anfield, well, that's a different story. Now, walking around Anfield with a fucking United kit isn't a good fucking look. Would I go to Anfield? Yeah, if I lived beside it, would I? Fucking right, I would. You know, like you make content for a reason. Because a lot of people that sub to my channel love football. You know, and they see this Irishman going over making content, putting his neck on the line. And they're like, you know what, I'm going to sub to my guy here. You know, like, I'm just getting in. I have to do a few things because, like I said, I have daddy duties tomorrow. So I'm just doing a couple of things today. You know, I needed to make a certain amount of videos today. I went over and made a video outside Telstar. A peaceful protest. I said, Elon, is there any chance you could sub to me channel or give me a fucking Tesla or whatever they're called? A Telstar, a Tesla. Yeah. I don't think he's going to sponsor me though for some reason. But like I said, I like making football content and there's a lot of Man City fans live in this city that do YouTube that have reached out to me and said, Jude, how about we meet up and we make a bit of content? And listen, I'm all for that. You know, if there's anyone that watches me that I get on with, like I've met a few lads off YouTube, right? I met Jimmy the Gent, Scouser. I met Monk. I met PD. I met Foxy. I met Lee Marvin Hitchman. I met Aaron, Aztec Media. I was supposed to meet Benji. I was supposed to meet Rob Lee and Raymond. They were meant to be coming to Manchester, but it went tits up or something. But like I said, at the minute, I'm focusing on me fucking self. Even though I'm trying to still help other people grow, you know, I'm working on myself, on my own mental health. Do you understand? It's like, and it's not pleasant being here. I'm not having fun here. Do you understand? It's like I'm just trying to fucking cope and just try think about the situation logical. Like I just want to hit my target, and then when I do that, like I said, on Monday, definitely Monday, if not Sunday night, depending how tired I am. Because I'm bollocks. I didn't sleep much last night. I had a fucked up nightmare. I won't go into it, but one of my old mates was chasing me around the bedroom with an axe. a fella called Rusty that I grew up around, and he was chasing me around my bedroom with a fucking axe, mate, and throwing the axe at me like that, look. And the thing sticking in the fucking wall like you see in a movie, you know. I'm just trying to get away. You know, man, I woke up sweating, mate, honestly, man. So I said today I'm going to go make some content for my channel. I have got a target to hit. And you know something, if I go into Piccadilly Gardens, it's like I won't just hit me fucking target. Do you understand? I go in on my own, and it's like I go in with Lee, you know, and it's like no problem. I stand beside Lee, you know, if need be. You know, the police turned up when I was over at the Etihad. In fact, they're getting very close. But I went over and I made some content for this fucking channel. Because at the end of the day, if I want to hit my target, the only way to do it is to by making content, a shitload of it, you know. And I enjoy engaging with football fans. Like there was this guy, Mauritius, or Mumbai, somewhere like that. He said, "Brother, you take a picture of me." I was like, "Yeah, no problem, brother." YouTube, I said, "Yeah, do you want to get in the video?" He said, "Yeah." So I was like, "All right, big man, the fucking size of him." He's like that, fixing his shirt. He said, "Oh, look, all right." I was like, "You look handsome." You know, he said, "Would you like to show me the city today? We go for some food. I'm here to explore." I bet you fucking are, mate. Yeah, you're not exploring with me. My name's not fucking Dora, mate. Do you understand? Nor. Fuck that. Behaviour like that, I will ignore it. I come to explore the city. I was like, "Did you really? Good. Well, fucking shout out to you." You know. He said, "I'm in the city for a few days and I don't know anybody. For all I know, in a fucking oil baron. What, a sheik or something? What, imagine that." But, nah, listen, I like being friendly with people, do you understand? It's like, because when I first come here, Manchester welcomed me. "Hey, Andrew." Bro, you know something? I just seen it. Lisa sent me something about it. I don't know too much, but many is dead. Was it? And one of them had a bomb on him. Is that true, Andrew? I'm gonna go put Sky News on. Andrew, I went over to the Etihad, bro, yeah? You know, to make a little bit of content. Because, look, let's have a right. Yeah, let's call a spade a spade. No one's gonna grow this channel but me, right? Yeah? It's like, and I've worked hard on this, as you know, bro. You know, and I don't get paid to do this. You know, bro, the last time someone bought me a bleeding coffee on here, right, was way before my birthday. I don't make money on here. If I said to you, bro, in the last 6 months, one person has bought me a coffee, you wouldn't believe it. Well, many people died. I'm going to have to stick Sky News on, you know. But like I said, bro, I work hard on this, you know, and it's like, you know, and now don't. Mark, I'm putting her on now, bro. Lisa sent me something this morning. I've just got back. I'm home. I've been over at the Etihad, bro, yeah? And all the builders were heckling me, right? You know, all the builders that live over there, yeah? They were all heckling me, going, "One out of that. Fucking is that shit." And I was like, "Fuck city. I'm what? I'm here, bro. Look on me own. What? I bet you wouldn't say nothing to me on your own, you little midget." They were laughing at me because some of them have watched me shit. Let me put her on. Bad news, it's only the start, bro. It's just no fucking way. Mark, we were only talking about this the other day. This is what I'm saying. And bro, did you know anything about the guy that did it? Like I said, hang on a minute, let me write Sky News. Mark, you can hear sirens all morning, bro. You know, and I was like, fuck, 2 killed in Manchester, what? No.
The individual poses to the firearms and the armed response.
No way, man.
Analysis.
Suspect believed dead, but unable to confirm.
And if it is, they will be dealt with.
No way.
So it is sadly a well-practiced procedure that they go through in such incidents.
Okay, David, thank you for that. Viewers, I just want to bring you the footage of the incident. We've now had the opportunity to review it. We're going to play it for you now with sound, the moments leading up to the suspect being shot.
Wow. Show me. Yeah, drop that package, mate. I'm going to shoot you, get fuck. A bomb. You mentioned bomb. Get the fuck. No way, my man's been stabbed. It was the holiest Tuesday today, but I think it has to do with Israel-Palestine, bro. But no, we know, well, we won't talk about Palestine, bro, on here, yeah? No way, man. Shot him dead. Fuck here, Stammer, man. Cobra meetings. Wow.
Jason, look, for the past hour or so, you've been describing
wow
what happened in that video in terms of the audio. We now hear it for ourselves.
Yeah, that's the first time we've played that with audio.
You can hear them. You can hear them getting shot, man. You know, bro. As you know, foreign and domestic threats. I've been saying this, bro.
With surprise, the officer is clearly trying to tell people to clear the area. Doesn't know what might happen next, and then you see the person see a blob on the ground, which we blurred out, which is unfortunately a very horrific injury.
Had he got a suicide bomb on him?
On the ground, he seems to be saying that person's been stabbed. We then see the camera pan back round, and the person on the ground, the suspect.
Wow, fuck me, mate. Emergency service has seen a Manchester synagogue attack. Wow. What's gonna happen next? Charlie Vick a few weeks ago. This today. Mark, what have I been saying for ages? There's a lot of these cunts that are radicalised, right? Mark, obviously we've got family who are Muslim and all, okay? This isn't about Islam and stuff, bro. I don't know why this guy did it, but he did it, bro, on a holy day. It's like, and people don't want peace, bro, and this shit, it's like a powder keg, and you can feel it building up to something much bigger. Like, bro, look what happened in 7/7. You seen that bus, bro? They shredded it like a tin of beans. You know, if you were upstairs when that bomb went off, bro, you were dead, right?
Another thing is just worth mentioning as well.
You know,
at this point,
like,
praised the individual who called in with a very quick response, the witness to the attack, which allowed the police to take such swift action. Yeah. You know, from 9:31, that call coming in to 9:38.
Up in Blakely.
I heard to be fired.
All Jewish events have been put on lock, apparently. Wow.
Quick response to what they witnessed allowed us.
Well, Mark, me and you, we know a little bit about war between us, right? And bro, at a fucking synagogue, a mosque, it's not right. You know, for fuck's sake, like, what's up with people? You know, like, they're trying to
provide reassurance, and we will continue to do so.
If anyone mentions Palestine in my life again, I'll fuck you out. I don't want to hear about fucking Palestine.
We can try and glean from it. Obviously, we don't know what happens prior to this.
But
why the individual is prone on the ground prior to that.
Okay, and Mark, You know, up in Crumsall, it's a very Jewish area. Jewish community up there of like, bro, there's loads of synagogues up there, and there's a lot of Jewish people with curly hair, and you know, he's got a bomb on him. No way, man. They fucking shot him while he was on the ground.
And it's only after we see from this point onwards, when it pans back around, we see the suspect.
He's got a bomb.
So this is where the officer perceives.
Oh, he tried to get up. Bang! He tried to get up, bro. Did you see him trying to get up?
Reiterate, it's not clear as to where that individual was pro. A quick for the top of the hour.
Well, I mean, obviously, thoughts with everyone who's
King is deeply shocked by horrific attack in Manchester, and here, this is not an isolated incident, ladies and gentlemen. This is a warning. Like, this is fucking unbelievable.
To this community and Jewish communities around the country. It's very, very tragic day.
Thank you for that.
Oh, fuck's sake, me little fella's asleep. I was supposed to ring him. 1:30. Mark, Lisa sent me things this morning. I've just seen them now. I'll ring him when he wakes up. Don't worry about it. Lisa, when you sent me that thing this morning, it's like, like I said, yeah, I went out, come back, and then went to the Etihad, and made a bit of content, and I didn't really, I opened the picture and I looked, but I didn't put Sky News on. It's like, when I got back, everyone's talking about it, right? They got the guy, he had bombs strapped to him, they shot him on sight. They had to do that. Listen, I'd shoot the cunt as well if he moved. He's in a school, do you understand? He's in a fucking school on the ground with a fucking suicide vest on him. If he detonates that, see the fucking classrooms, it's like everything's gonna fucking blow. Walls, glass is gonna fly. Kids are gonna be fucking hurt, yeah? So, and he was on the ground. They're gonna say, listen, just before they shot him, he was sitting up and went to raise his hand. If he pulled that cord, boom, he's a martyr. And he'll probably bring a few fucking innocent kids with him. So they made the right fucking decision. Bag and tag that cunt. Yeah. They made the right call. Bro, Mark, would you take in the shot, bro? Bro, you have to. You know, there's kids in the school. They were probably evacuating all the area. The guy's got a bomb on his fucking chest, bro. If you hesitate, all it takes is a few seconds and him to do that. And he's gonna detonate himself, and it's like everything around him. So they had to shoot him. You know, I think he was going for it, bro, and they fucking leveled him.
But 2 members of the public, unfortunately, have died. So
I'm not praying for him, I'm praying for them people.
In this community today, and just complete
8 more Plaid Town on lock as well.
Manchester, in a very vibrant community.
Mark, me and you have lived in Manchester for over 30 years, and we both know, if you said to me, bro, where do you think the most Jewish people live? You know what I'd say? Hey, up in Blakely, up where your friends live. Mark, come here, watch, look, right? This cunt is on the ground, bro, right? He starts to sit up, and bro, look at, he's sitting up. He could have detonated that, look.
This image has emerged.
who is believed to be the suspect.
You fucking cunt.
The incident took place on Yom Kippur, the holiest day in the Jewish calendar.
Wow.
Today, like I said, being an auspicious Halloween day, with all fastest since 16.
Yeah, that's bad, that. You know, and here, I'll be honest with you, this is not an isolated incident, guys. You wait and see. 18 more plant, no way, bro. Fuck off you, you four-eyed prick. I don't like him. Like I said, it's like there's a couple of people dead. It's like, you know, it's like this isn't an isolated incident. I think this is a sign. This is a sign to say, yeah, get ready because it's coming. I'm telling you now, it's coming. I can feel it. That's not going to be an isolated incident. I wouldn't be surprised, Mark, by the end of the day, if something fucking happens today, somewhere else, or tomorrow, or the next day. I guarantee you, this won't be an isolated incident, bro.
Two people have been killed following an incident at a synagogue in Crumshaw. A third man, believed to be the attacker, was shot by police, and officers say he is believed to be dead, but cannot confirm it because of suspicious items on his body. 3 other people are in a serious condition, and a bomb disposal unit is now at the scene. Well, these are the live images.
Fuck's sake, man.
Right now, where the emergency services are.
Mark, I know where that road is. You know, there's a fishing place right beside that.
Plato, that is the national code word used by the police and the emergency services when they respond to what they define as a marauding terror attack. In the last few minutes, it's emerged a number of
the hospitals as well
are on lockdown as a result of the ongoing situation. Well, let's take you through how the events unfolded according to police.
Wow.
At 9:31 a.m. this morning, a 999 caller said a man had been stabbed and a car had been driven towards members of the public at Heaton Park Hebrew Congregation Synagogue in Crumsall.
Bro, he could have hit kids and shit.
4 firearms officers were deployed and police received further reports that a security guard
shoot to kill. Not shoot to maim, shoot to kill, bro. In the chest or in the head.
1 minute later,
I'm taking that shot, bro. That's a skill. You have to neutralise that. How are you, Daryl?
Paramedics had arrived and 4 people were treated for.
There's another name I need to put on that list. That's Finn told me about Daryl. Daryl's a good lad. If it's the same Daryl I'm thinking about, Finn recommended him. They had to shoot him. Come here, look. He was fucking about to sit up. They told him to stay there. You know, but look, he's trying to get up. Look, he's got a bomb. Okay? My man's about to sit up. Look his hand. And the camera goes off and look, he's sitting up. Mate, don't fucking move. Don't move, bro. He got up and he went to go for it. Watch. He's got a fucking bomb. Well, get the fuck back. I'd have shooting him too. Look, he's raising up to grab that. Bang. They had to shoot him. Daryl, I went over, yeah, and
who is believed to be the suspected attacker.
I went over and this guy says, hello, brother, could you take a photograph for me? I said, yeah, of course I can. He said, are you a Man United fan? Nah, I'm just dressed like this for the crack. You know, you Man United fan, you're fucking quick, bro. He said to me, could you take pictures so I can send my family? I was like, yeah, no problem. He gave me his phone. And then I noticed the security guard coming over, right? Watching us, right? Security guard. So I was like, yeah, okay, bro. He goes, yeah, everything all right? I said, yeah, this man just asked me to take a photo of him. He's like, he said, bro, you know you're brave coming over dressed like that. I was like, listen, mate, I've been coming over here dressed like this way before you walked here. You understand? So This geezer was from, it begins with an M. And here, his name was Mustafa, like in The Lion King. So, he said, you YouTube? I said, yeah. He said, can I get in a video with you? I said, yeah. He said, you want to come something to eat? I said, no, brother, we have just meat. You know, he said to me, I'm here to explore. And I was like, do I look like fucking Dora, bro? Hey. I didn't say that to him, but that's what was in my head. Bro, listen, it's not about balls. I'm a football fan at the end of the day, and I don't go over there. I go over there to make fucking content. You know, and bro, I was dressed up for the occasion because I want someone to punch me in the fucking face. Now, my brother's in the chat, right? And Mark will tell you, I've been going over there for years, Daryl, making content. I've made 5,800 videos on this channel. In my old channel, Fighting Back United, I made a few thousand videos too. You know, but I'm a fan, and I'm an old man too, bro. Do you understand? I'm not disrespectful. My dad turned into a blue, you know, and it's like the beauty of football, right? Today, and many days when I'm over there making content, strangers come over to me and say, excuse me, brother, could you take picture? No problem, my brother. You know, are you okay, brother? Alhamdulillah. I was like, Alhamdulillah, let's take this photograph, bro, you know. And I felt sorry for him. You know what he said to me? He said, I don't know anybody here for 3 days, yeah? He said, I come to explore. And in my head, I heard something going, yeah, do I look like fucking Dora? And I was like, you're here to explore? Bro, I'm away. That behaviour I have to ignore. You know. All right, mate. He says, can you take pictures? Like, will you fucking smile, bro? Like, you know, thumbs up. I'm like, he's fucking doing this with his shirt, right? His belly and all. I'm like, bro, will you fucking pull your pants up, though? You know, your fucking security guards looking at us. Do you understand? But I made 16 videos. It took me about an hour, you know, and I had to put up with people heckling at me. Mark, they were heckling at me, bro. Workers, you know, that live on site. I'm walking around and they're all giving me stick. And a few of them are like, come on, the Reds. You know, loads of them are going, go on, you wanker and all. You know, all them on the cranes. I'm videoing them, yeah. And they're all giving me the middle finger, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, fuck you, I'm on, I'm what? Do you understand? I'm either stupid, brave. How you heard it? Fuck's sake. There you go. There's another one I have to put on the list. So, heard it. Now, like I said, guys, here, I have a fuck up list. So, everybody who's on this fucking list has kind of contributed to my lives on a daily basis, right? And in over 2 years, I've managed to hit 4,000 subs, right? And I'd like to shout out to Pablo for making a video for me. Now, the way I see it is, it's like, rest in peace to them poor people, like, you know, this isn't an isolated incident. I guarantee you, this is the start of something. Like 7-7. You fucking watch, I'm telling you now. And maybe you all have a bed in heaven. Shout out to Pablo. Wait, you see the video now. For those that haven't, wait, you see this video, man, he's made for me. For 4,000 subs. Fair play to Pablo, man. Yeah, I want to show you something. I don't play, bro.
What?
Yeah, me and you.
I'm from Ireland.
Alright.
Irish.
Are you Man United fan?
I am Man United fan. I'm City fan. He's City fan, I'm Man United fan. There's
I'm also, Man United, but I just came here to discover.
Well, here I'm discovering as
Discover.
well. I'm off,
Sorry,
yeah.
not explore. He said I'm here to discover. My bad. I thought he said explore. You understand? I was making fucking videos like in the geezer. It's like, watch these on the crane. They were all looking at me. Look, watch.
Check this out, look.
Look at them all. Watch
Wait a
them.
minute, look at how amazing this is. Look, you know,
Stop fucking freezing me.
it's like, and look at all the more man up there. Give it away. Hello. Hey, yep. Huge bouncy. Stop.
Sorry.
Check this out, look.
Sorry about that. I'm sure they do be like, it's this prick again, bro. Get off our fucking campus, you cunt. I'm trying to find that video Pablo made me, but I made 16 videos. And it took me ages to do it. I should be... Here we go. Ready? 4,000 subs. Yuck the dubs. Impossible to put on one track. What?
Dublin born bred with a topless deep. Country dreams with a rough street style. From alleyway straight to the digital stage. We flipping this page on the page is straight out Valley, yeah, the names on the rise. We're climbing up the numbers, we're firing our eyes. Straight out Valley, yeah, the ground won't stop. We deliver every second, yeah, we taking it off. Mic in my hand and the truth on blast. Shout out to the brothers who stuck through the path, through Mason Street with a nice friend love. Another struggling, a bursting song from the first upload to the growing crowd. He's like he's sub as a Dublin shout. Hard work days and a hustle shout.
Blood, sweat and tears. Fuck up. Yeah, look at this. Jokey. Watch. Fucking dog.
I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Hi-ho.
I bet you are too. But I like this one, bro. Look, watch. Do you like them ones? But bro, see this one? I like this one.
What the fuck?
What you reckon, bro? So, Mark, what are you doing? Are you coming home tonight or? I'm having the little fella tomorrow. Yeah, so Mark, the other day, yeah, I was bringing Tom back and these geese, they're always picking on me, bro. Watch, I'm telling you now. See these geese, bro? They're looking at me like they're about to do something, you know what I mean? Like, and you know what I'm like, I like the birds, bro. The geese, sorry.
Alright, again, look when you do this, look.
That was just taking Tom home about 9:30 Sunday morning. Can you see the dew on the grass, bro? The wet. Will you fucking play, you cunt?
Beer. Now this, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's a football team, mate.
A football team of geese. And here, wait to see this little joker.
Are you going to sleep over tonight with me and your Uncle Mark? Uncle Mark's over there. There's Tom. We're doing a sleepover, aren't we, son? Yay! Are you going to sleep over tonight?
Yeah, bro, like I said. Look at him. He's just look with a paintbrush. He was sitting there playing with a paintbrush, right? You know, look.
What you doing? Are you gonna do?
Look, Leonardo, he has a paintbrush in his hand already, look. You know, and he's well handsome, he is, and he's fucking mine. You know, I can't complain, like I said, but I'm really shocked, guys, at what's happened today. Yeah, it's shocking. Like, rest in peace to those poor people who lost their life today in Manchester. You know, God bless them. You know, like, God fucking rest them. Like, why do people do stuff like that? Do you understand? Like, why would you do that? Why would you go and fucking do that? And this is the thing about fucking ideology and guys who are brainwashed. Do you understand? The fucker tried to run people over in the car as well. Mark, you know, imagine seeing something like that happen, bro, and knowing you could help. Bro, if I seen a brick, that's the first thing I'd do. I'd pick it up and look at him. I'd say, hey, you know where you're from, you get stoned. This is England. Fucking smack at that. You know, because, bro, look, if someone's a significant risk, there's a school there. The guy has a bomb around him. Not taken into concern, if that device goes off, he won't just blow fuck out himself, but he'll probably kill a few kids. And that's why them coppers had to shoot him and make sure he, bro, right in the chest, you know, in the head, you know, but they had to make a decision, a call, you know, and audio over and the footage is being blurred out. But bro, you cannot hesitate in a situation like that. Hesitation gets you killed, you know that. You know, and bro, listen, them rapid response officers, they swore an oath, bro, to the king to protect the citizens of England from foreign and domestic threats, and they had to neutralise that. That was serious, a serious threat, Mark. And I don't think, bro, in all fairness, Mark, I don't think that this is an isolated incident. Hey, Al, did you see what's happened in Manchester? Me and Mark's just been talking about it. It's like, bro, I don't think this is an isolated incident. I think something else could happen. I don't want to put the mockers on it, but no, bro, honestly, I wasn't even right. Gives a hug and I'll see you when you get back. Yeah. Okay, brother. Like what's going on with the world, bro? You know, bro, look at my man was sitting up. He got a bomb on him, right? So you have to lock the door from the inside, but you did. Yeah, that's what I did. So I was just trying to open the fucking thing, and I had to go around the back because I struggled to open it. Mark, the copper said he had bombs on him. Like, what you meant to do, bro, it's like you're thinking, he's lying in a fucking school playground, and if he detonates that, God knows the damage you do, and there's poor fucking kids in the school. So they had to take affirmative action, you know, not shoot to aim to injure, or do you understand? Shoot to kill, bro, they'd be told, you know, you have a green light, and they took it. I reckon they shot him in the head, because, bro, they could shoot him in the chest and they could still do that. But if they shoot him there, bro, that's it. Neutralise the threat eliminated. But this is not an isolated incident. Mark my words, bro. This Charlie Kirk a few weeks ago, right? This today, Mark, things happen in trees. You know that. Things happen in trees, bro. Charlie Kirk a few weeks ago. Manchester today at a synagogue. What's tomorrow? What's the next day? What's the next few months? People are on edge, bro. You can feel it. You know, ever since that march, there's an energy in the fucking air, and bro, I have a bad feeling in my stomach. This isn't an isolated incident. You know, I'd say everybody's on pins now, you know. People said this fucker went in his car and he tried to knock people down, and then he stabbed somebody and fucking... Lucky enough he didn't detonate that fucking vest. So, bro, earlier on I went over to the Etihad. You know what I'm like, bro? I don't go looking for trouble anymore. You know, I used to do it to get a reaction for viewers on my other channel. But, you know, but Mark, many years have I been going to the Etihad, making content. You know. So he said he had suspicious items on his person. Yeah, Daryl, 4,000 subs. Bro, it's been hard, you know. It's not easy to do this. I don't get paid to do this, bro. No fucker donates to my channel. You know, I do this for free, bro. You know, it's like, in all fairness, I should have charged people from the start. You know, I should have. But I was like, I made a few friends on here, so I thought that'd be like extortion. But you'd say to yourself, well, you know, you don't ask these people to pay membership ever or whatever, out of no ability, hoping that the odd time they'll get you a copy or send you a fucking postcard. You know, it's like, but so like I said, I'm gonna have to write all these out. I need 100 names on this piece of paper and that. There's 50 on that one, and I'll put another. See, what you have to understand is, right, over 7 years I've been on YouTube. Now there's people on YouTube twice the length of me. There's people on YouTube 3 times longer than me. Well, Daryl, see shit like that, I don't mind, bro. You know, it's like, because in all fairness, I'm trying to, how can I say this? I'm trying to put a little thing together, but it's only going to be small, and I'm only going to have a couple of props in it. Do you understand? And I have loads of fucking props up there. But, and it's like, so basically, bro, you know, it's like work like, yeah, so, for instance, yeah, so, shout out to BCT. So this Irish lad sent me this 2 years ago, right? Yeah, basically, right? So it's a little microphone, and you know, he bought it for me. His name is BCT, an Irish lad from the north side. He said, bro, you know something? He said, I can't believe you don't charge people money and they don't even buy you a fucking coffee. You know, he said, bro, you know what? Can I send you something? I'm a bit iffy about giving me fucking address out, you know. He said, I'll mail it to your fucking post office, bro. You know, not a bother. Or I'll mail it to your mum's, you know. So I have a microphone, right? And I have, right, so, in all fairness, it's like, in order just to talk to people, I have what I need. Here, there's your studio there. Wait, one sec. This is all you need, basically. Right, that's all I need is a microphone. Okay, and then I also need is a light, you know, which I have. And on the back of that light, if you've not subbed to Aztec Media Aaron, go sub to his channel. If you are not subbed to Lee Marvin Hitchman, Born in Prison, guys, go check his book out. I'm still waiting to get a book off Billy Moore, and I'll share his shit as well. I'm not paying for people's books. Fuck that. I'm promoting. No chance. But see, Lee, I didn't have to pay Lee. You know what I mean? Lee gave me several copies of it, you know, and the hardback. So look, the way I see it, if my old fella could interview a couple of famous people, it's in me, like semen, except for I am not a semen. I am not a gay either. And shout out to all the gays out there, all the Shirley Bassies. I'm a big fan of the LGBT community. I have a friend who's transgender that lives in America, and his name used to be Ralph, and now it's Rachel. He used to have a cockatoo, and yeah, he used to have a cockatoo, but he got rid of it, you know, just like the flu, kind of. And no joke, all aside, I swear to God, I started talking to this person years ago on Messenger, and they were going through the whole process of fucking having an operation, and they had to go like to a certain place to get it done, and taking hormones, fucking whatever it is they take. And it's weird when you see a woman with a beard, you know, it's fucking mad, you know. It's like, you know, it's like he was convinced he was born in the wrong body, you know, and that must be a fucking nightmare, you know. What do you do? And here, I truly believe that after he went through the surgery and become Rachel, he regretted it. He realised that he was just curious. I think he was bisexual, if the truth be told, you know. And it's like, yeah, shout out to the transgender community around the world, and shout out to the gay community around the world, especially in Manchester. We have a gay community in this city. You know, we have a gay village. YMCA's everywhere, you know, and it's great. You know, like I said, there's a lot of people that live their life in the shadows. Like a lot of people, like you get a lot of family men later on their life that end up having fucking boyfriends. And like, I'll give you an example. What's my man's name? The Kardashian geezer that used to be a geezer and got rid of his weezer. You know, you are not Daddy Mac, but you are great on the fucking track. You know, it's like, and now, I forget what his name is, right, but I just know he was a man, and then he changed to a woman. Oh, what's his fucking name? Not Kardashian, what's his name? Someone help me here, will you? Him. Yeah, he fucking changed, like, he had an operation, he had a couple of things. Jenner! Something fucking Jenner, yeah? That's his name. That fucker. Well, a lot of people, like, imagine, like, being gay, and your parents are saying to you, oh, when are we going to meet this young lady that you've been telling us about for years, who doesn't exist? You know, like, I've joked about it, and I've always said, like, if one of my kids come to me and said, Dad, I'm gay, I'd say, and, you know, that's your choice, son or daughter. You know, like I've grown so much. Like now, if you'd have asked me this 20 years ago, if my son told me he was gay, how I'd react, and it would have been a lot different. But I've grown. You know, if my son come and told me he was gay, you know, I'd support him. You know, he's my fucking son. You know, so I don't think we're having a daddy with 3 baby mammy. There is no way he's gonna take it up to Yammy. Here, and shout out to Hammy. Hammy, that's it. There's another one. Hammy. So I need to get 100 people's names, and we're going to do an experiment, and we're going to see can we help a few fucking small channels. But I want something obvious. Yeah, I want one thing, and I'll tell you what it is later on. And I can guarantee you, I can get you 100 subs in a month. Easy. You know, but why should I help fucking people? Because if the truth be told at the start, no one fucking helped me. And me, like a dickhead, used to buy loads of cunts coffee. Like Jerry fighting Irish. I was a member in his channel. Because when I come on here 7 years ago, Jerry was on here and we all went on the cesspit. And I learned a bit from Jerry fighting Irish. But it's like, I felt a bit like, you know, if you paid someone a £5 a month membership, you know what I mean, and you don't get fucking shout outs and all that shit, that fucks me off, you know, because I've supported loads of people in the community when I first started here. I don't know how much money I donated over the fucking years, you know, I just stopped it all. You understand, like, what the fuck? All I'm short of doing is turning around saying, here, take it out of that. You know, like my way works, like I can get you 100 subs in a month. All I need to do is to put your fucking name or your channel name in my video descriptions. Every time I do lives, every time I make shorts, do you understand? And I make a fucking lot of content every day. So I can basically say to you, if you're on 27 subs, I can help you get to your first 50. That 20 subs is nothing. 30 subs is nothing. 80 subs is nothing. And if you ask Finn or a couple of other lads, if my way doesn't work, you know, but I just can't. Like I said, this is my channel. It's an independent channel, and I got my channel monetized ages ago and crashed it. To say to you is, listen, I've done this to make a few friends and to hear a few people's stories, and I'm good at recognizing people that'd be fucking brilliant working as a youth care worker, or working as a mental health worker, or working as a drug worker or a recovery worker. And I've identified a lot of people in here with characteristics like that. You know, like Luke, Lee, Finn and Pablo. Do you understand? Pablo's been dealing with mental health since he's 6. He's 55 now. That's 49 years. I'm not long behind him. I've been dealing with mine since 4 or 5 up to today. You know, just like Pablo and just like a lot of other survivors all around the world. You know, we're here. You know, we shouldn't be, but we fucking are. You know. We weren't supposed to live to 21. I'm not joking you. You know, I've had X's put on my head. I've had guns pointed at my head. You know, once upon a time ago. On my mother. You know, but here, you're not the only one that can get hold of things, you know. You know, but only insecure fucking dickheads do that. You know. But like I said, man, in my old ends, they don't play. You know. They just slay. Yeah, just like Dragon and fucking Game of Thrones. I say. Ha! Do you know what I was going to watch? I was going to watch Game of Thrones all again. The only thing that fucks me off is there's loads of sexy tying in it. You know, I'd never be able to watch it anywhere else but here. Because it's like I'll be fucking fast forwarding every 2 minutes. You know, but there's a part in Game of Thrones where Daenerys, her brother, you know, and at the time, Jason Momoa, I think, played a part of this fucking barbarian, yeah? And this fucking king kept going on about a gold crown and this, that, the other. So the king, he put a load of gold in a pot, melted it, and poured it all over his fucking head, man. Oh, fucking savage. You know, savage fucking scene. Savage. Shame. 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 Any Game of Thrones fans in the gaff? Any is like Game of Thrones? No. I fucking loved it. A night called Three Body Problem. Right, so I've 50 names on this piece of paper. I need another 50. But I'm going to look for small channels that are under the 100. Channels that are only on 20 odd. I'm going to help them. So that way then they can do the live when you get 50. And believe me, if I back you and I put your channel in my video description, I guarantee you'll get past 100 in 4 weeks. I can get you 100 subs in a month. Easy. But there's only a few people I'm backing on here. You know, like Finn and Pablo and a couple of other lads. You know what I mean? I don't like people that that say they're going to do something and then they don't do it. You know, because it makes you look fucking stupid. You know, like, for instance, a few weeks ago, someone tried to make me look stupid. You know, that still comes in me life. And, you know what I mean? They could have fixed it, but no. You know, but it's alright. Don't make a dick out of me, bro, and say I'm going to do something and then don't do it. You know. Shout out to Air Spencer. You know. Shout out to Air Finn. You know, right? See how everybody now. Don't get me wrong. A few of me mods have supported me. I mean, but a few of me mods have in the past bought me coffee and what have you. But you know what, right? If I told you, right, we're in October, yeah? Way before June, January, February, March, April, May. Before May, I think was the last time someone bought me coffee. You know, on my birthday, you see Finn. Finn was the only one, and I got a little parcel on him in the post that remembered me on that day. And I was like, you know what, bro? You should have charged him that cunt, not Finn. You know, other people I should have. You know what I mean? Like everybody else does, but I didn't. You know, because I'm noble like that. And if you're the only one in your circle that doesn't fucking charge people membership, and you're sharing their channels, like when I started on here, no one fucking helped me unless I paid them. No names. Jerry Fighting Irish. I paid them a £5 a month for all his perks that I didn't get any of. You know, but I learned a little bit from him, in all fairness. So it was worth the money as far as I was concerned, because I didn't know fuck all about YouTube, and I bit off way more than I could fucking chew. I was way out of my fucking danger zone, way out of my, do you understand? Way out of my comfort zone. When PD dropped that bomb on me, I was like, fuck! How the fuck did he find that out? You know, and I fantasized about meeting him and fucking him up. And then I did meet him, and I'll tell you what, man, he looked me in the fucking eye and shook my hand like a fucking man. You know, I like a good man handshake. You know, and I was looking at him and he wasn't fucking breaking eye contact with me, you know. I was like, go on, you bells, yeah. Like I fucking had you. But fair play to him for turning up. Like, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think he would, but he fucking did. And he was dressed like fucking a Don. You know, a 3-piece suit and fucking 3 suitcases. It's like, bro, how you Scott? It's like, but like I said, he come to meet me, you know. He come here. Shout out to Air Scott. And see Scott now. He supported me. He's bought me coffee loads of times. And he's a good lad, he is, Air Scott. That's why he's there, look. Do you understand? Look, the cunt nearly has a whole page. Right there. Straight in Scott. Scott, what I'm trying to do is, you know, over a period of time on YouTube, you have hundreds of different YouTubers watching your stuff over the months, yeah? And you can even identify this, Scott, right? Remember when I started putting people's names in my channel description? Shout out to Ronaldo. I'm a big fan, bro. Scott's telling me big things about you, bro. I'm a big fan. Scott, something really fucked up has happened in this city today, bro. Someone's gone to a synagogue and fucking killed 2 people, bro. The police has had to shoot him. He had a suicide vest on, Scott. It's all over the news. This guy went to a synagogue, and today is a very holy day for the Jewish community. He walked into I don't know, bro. He went to a synagogue and 2 people, I think, were stabbed. It's like he had a suicide vest on. The police had to shoot him. He was in a school grounds, on the ground, and he tried to sit up and detonate that. Bro, you have to shoot him there. Like, you know, that officer is probably sat in front of a fucking doctor at the minute like that. You know, because he had to shoot him in the fucking head. You know, in the real world. No, this is no exercise. This is fucking, you know. And I don't think it's an isolated incident either. I'm gonna make a smoke, guys, go out the back, and then I'm just waiting for my little man to wake up. Hello, Mr. BDL. Bro, I have it on. It's fucking shocking. You know, what's your take on it, bro? Listen, bro, he was getting off the ground to fucking detonate that. 1 sec. You know, I'd be honest with you, I'd have taken the shot. I wouldn't have hesitated. You know, like at the end, fuck whether you're Jewish, whether you're fucking Catholic or whether you're Muslim. It's like, if I'm fucking somewhere and I see some bastard stabbing someone or trying to run someone over, I'm stupid like that. I'd run over me and I'd fucking hit him with a brick. Or I'd put myself in harm's way because I'm that guy. You know, I'd have to do something. I'd fucking try it anyway, but like I said, I don't think this is an isolated. You wait and see. Today is what? Thursday. I'm praying I'm fucking wrong. Normally I pray to be right, but I hope I'm fucking wrong. You know, Lisa sent me a message, and I was like, is that now? Like real time, real world time, like fucking unfolding in front of our eyes. You know, and it's like if you kill someone because they're Jewish, I understand people have their fucking views and all, but at the end of the day, this cunt ended up on the ground in a school where kids were. He could have detonated that vest. Nationalist group, and we will be on alert, and we will fight. Defend yourself. Have to, bro. Listen to me. I'm with you on that. Hey, defense like that. Defense. Self-defense. Go on, put your fucking hand on me. Give me an excuse to thank you. Go on, hit me. Hit me, baby, one more time. Go on. Hit me. He was getting off that floor, mate. And look at, he was sitting up. He was getting to sit up. Look, watch. My man's on the pat leaking, right? And look at this cunt, bro. He's moving. They told him to stay down. Okay? He said he's got a bomb on him. Right? My man, look, he's getting up. He's getting up. Bang. Shot. You have to take that shot. You know, bro, but here's the thing, yeah? On this situation, bro, we're all united together. Let's have a right, yeah? Bro, you're not a dummy. I've done a bit of research, right? I know all about the BDL, and I've done my research, right? So, bro, a lot of the English people, they don't realise that. Now, I know yous understand, right? But now, I don't believe in everything. Whether it be the EDL, the BDL, I don't give a fuck, bro, right? Well, as long as it's not infidel. And the way I see it is, it's like we have people that are coming into the UK who are unvetted, unchecked. There's a lot of these people that are coming in on boats that are running from war without their family. Some of these fuckers are running from Mossad, ISIS, Hamas, the Taliban, Hezbollah. Do you understand? They're sophisticated killers. Some of them are serial killers. Like in Sharia law, it's okay to beat your wife on a Friday after prayer. It's okay to flog women and to stone them. You know, over there in their country, if you steal a fucking apple, your hand is chopped off. Okay, let's call a spade a spade. You come to the UK and you put your cock near a fucking woman, you get it cut off, right? What did he do with you back home? Hey, that's haram, isn't it? Hey, I bet you your fucking boss wouldn't be happy about that, would he? Hey, yo, Imran, hey, I'm telling on you, I see you drink alcohol, you fucking hypocrite. The fuck out of here. But bro, look at the way I see it is, this is a serious domestic threat. Like for instance, right, look what happened a few years ago with Lee Rigby, bro. Now, at the end of the day, bro, he was a fucking soldier. Okay, and my man fucking beheaded him. He walked over to the camera with blood on his hands, bro. These fuckers want to be shot because they believe that they're martyred and they're going to paradise with 75 fucking virgins, bro. This is what I'm saying about ideology and fundamentals and right wing, left wing, fucking. It's like, bro, listen to me. Politics and war. I know a little bit about it. I have two brothers that have an opinion. And just like everybody's got an arsehole, they have an opinion. And when it comes to war, me and my brother seen this coming. You know, this is not an isolated incident. I'm praying I'm wrong. Charlie V got assassinated a few weeks ago, dead. Freedom of speech. Today in Manchester, lost their life. Well, 3 people lost their life, but fuck him. He's gone to paradise. Here, your suicide mission, they won't let you into fucking wherever it is. You know, because you failed. Killing 2 civilians. Any sausage can do that. You're not a fucking hero. You're not a martyr. You're a fucking dead fucking dickhead. You know, fuck you. You know, it's like, I'm fucking sick listening about Israel and Palestine. I am. Charity begins at home. You know, the fucking, I swear down. Do you understand? He fucking, like, you know what I mean? Now, listen, and I'll tell you, yeah, I'm just glad that he didn't detonate that fucking vest in that schoolyard, because there could have been kids in that school, you know, like a lot of people, like, I have conversations with people, right, on a level, on a real to real, right? Let's have a right. A lot of these fuckers that are coming in off these boats, yeah, are fucking serial killers. Simple. You know, people say, Jude, don't you think that's a bit far? Serial killers? No, I fucking don't. You know, they're running away up from organizations like Mossad, Hamas, ISIS, the Taliban, fucking Hezbollah, and up the Ra. It's like, but you understand, the war's over, but here, it's only just fucking started. And that's foreplay what they did today. Tomorrow there could be an attack in Paris or Sweden. Another fucking Sweden. You know, like cunts going into buildings and assassinating you just because you fucking say something or you print something. Look what happened to Charlie Hebdo. Charlie Hebdo. Look what happened to him. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and he fucking got executed. You know, I have family that are Muslim. My nephews are Muslim. You know, but this isn't about Islam. I'm realist. How can you call me racist? You know, I dress well, as I look like I'm well handsome as an Irish Arab. And go look on my community page. Yeah, I'm rocking it. And I was giving it that on the dance floor. You know, that kind of way. It's like, but this isn't about Islam. This is about fucking ideology, and it's about fanatics and anybody who follows ideology and has anybody who follows Sharia law here. The only way to stop them is to put a bullet in their head. That's the truth. It's good mad, isn't it? Now, Luke, you know that geezer in that Numbers gang? When he done that camp, a few months later, they killed him. You know what I mean? Because they felt like he said too much. You know, in the documentary, like, you've no power anymore, bro. You know, and they sent a fucking hit squad and they stabbed him a few times. Luke, what's your opinion on what happened today? Like, what next is it going to be? You know, like I said, these fuckers, man, it's like, it makes you paranoid, because it's like, okay, so in Manchester, a synagogue today, I think, was attacked. And 2 people got stabbed, I think, and died, you know. And they had to shoot them in a school ground. They had a suicide vest on, and the cunt was up. Luke, you cannot hesitate in a situation like that. You have 2 choices. If you shoot for his chest, yeah, he's still going to have the time to do that. But if you shoot him in the fucking head, bro, you're going to isolate the threat, neutralize it. Simple. You know, there's no threat to life now. We've dealt with it. He's dead. 1 to the head. You know, simple. I fucking told you, mate. Listen to me voice. Move a fucking inch and I'll fucking shoot you. You cunt. Go on, move. Please move. And he did. He went to get up. I'd tapping him there too. And yeah, I wouldn't have feeling bad about it either. Because there's a fucking school there with kids in it. Someone's child could have been blown to fucking bits today. If he had succeeded, nobody knows. That could have been a nail bomb. That'd have gone through them windows, mate, like fucking hot knife on a butter. Projectiles getting stuck in children. That's what I see. Luke, basically there was a fucking attack. Today's I think today's the holiest day for the Jewish community, and one of the synagogues was attacked. You know, and bro, listen, we need, BDL said it earlier on, we need to take action and we need to defend ourselves, you know, because the war is coming. It's already here, you know, and we have to protect ourselves. And I'll tell you what, I'm not hesitating. If I see any fucker around me acting strange or digi, I'm not taking no chances, mate. I'm fucking sleeping him. And my brother, listen, is in this chat and he'll tell you, at the end of the day, as a parent and as a citizen of this city and in this country over 30 years, mate, if I seen somebody like, and I thought you were about to fucking do something like that, bro, I'd put my neck on the fucking block, you know, because I'd be thinking, well, if I could save someone's kids, you know, it's like I remember this story about this geezer a few years ago, and one of the devices was smoking, and a fucking load of liquid, like that foam that comes out of one of them glue guns, and he could see this foam coming out of the bag, and instead of running that way, he fucking tried to confront the geezer, and I'm like, he got a medal for it. He wasn't even a soldier, but an act of bravery, like, he ran towards the fire, you know. Get out, getting everybody out, get out. You know, there's a fucking bomb on the train. As soon as you hear, did he just say bomb? Yeah. Boy, me bollocks, mate. I see that, I'll be honest with you, my arse would have gone. Like, I'd stand in front of anybody if I had to, right? But stand in front of a fucking bomb, I think is stupid reckless now here. I'm fucking stupid, but I'm fucking not that stupid, mate. Someone mentions the word bomb, even fucking mentions the word with B in it, I'm running. You know, me bollocks, mate. I'm not being a hero, not today, no way, fuck that. You know, I'm not being blown to bits, no, look, me legs will be blown off, me testicles, me balls, me Pluto, you know, me fucking arms. As long as they leave me with me fucking eyes, you know. That's what I've always been worried about, losing me eyesight. So I can't see me kids grow up and shit. You know, fuck that. Come too far for that now. You know. But anyway, come on, we go out the back. But rest in peace to them poor innocent people who lost their life today in Manchester. Is all I can say. I'm fucking disgusted, I am. You know, it's like this shit. It's like the world has gone fucking crazy and everybody in it is fucking it. Like it's a big fat family. And my dad's name was Danny. You know, and I had a great mammy. Like so. A major incident. Operation Codebreaker. In effect. Right, so earlier on, guys, right, I went over to the Etihad and I made 16 videos for you. Come on, bro. Get the old gloves on. Come on, boy. Lights up. Run. Unfortunately, there's been an attack in Manchester, yeah, at a synagogue. I'll be running through the fire. I remember. Like this individual, I think, tried to run over civilians. You know what I mean? It's like fucking, and then I think he stabbed 2 people. You know, and they had him in the fucking in a school playground, but I think he tried to go for that device. You know, mate, I'm not fucking hesitating. I'm shooting that fucker in the head. You know, all I need is confirmation. You know, have we got to go? We got to go. Mate, you fucking move and I'm going to shoot you. I don't want to. Please don't make me do this. You know, it doesn't have to end this way for you, bro. You know, but you move an inch, brother, I'm going to shoot you in between your fucking eyes. You know, I'll give you ISIS. Right in the fucking ISIS. You know. But like I said, innocent people again dying for ideology and for people's fucking views. And you know, someone went out to work today and they're not coming home to their family tonight. They probably went out this morning and had a fucking sausage roll in Greg's. It's like a cup of fucking tea in Costco. You know, a fucking chat. Sent a few emails. Sent a partner a fucking text with a few kisses on it saying, I'll see you later, baby. And it's like, next of all, telling you that your sweetheart is being fucking stabbed to death. You know what I mean? It's fucking shocking it is. How are you, Jono? You bowsy. Yeah, it's sad, but so guys, like I said, listen, I can hit the train. Yep. Now, so I've been on YouTube 7 years, right? So, in the 7 years that I've been on YouTube, I've come across a few hundred channels. Okay, now I've got 4,000 subs, right? Now, out of them 4,000 subs, I'm looking for 100 people who will back me from the start. I've already got 50 names there, right? So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to write them all out individually. It's like, and every fucking video I make, I'm thinking about putting a few people's name in the description, but I want something off you. Yeah, and I'll tell you later on what that is. Shout out to Lee Marvin Hitchman. Born in prison. Don't turn a blind eye. My G, man. You know. Hey, I'll predict the future. I'm going to do a live with Lee, maybe next week. It's not my fault. He was supposed to come see me and we were meant to go in together and do it, but we didn't. And if I'm with him and I see that knob, mate, and if he even looks at me the wrong way, I want to just sock him in the jaw. You know, like that, and just give him a slap like that and just go, tough guy, just slap you. Yeah. Just like that, like, run at me. Fucking dare you, mate. You better pray me brother's there to rescue you. But, nah, listen, so, there's a few people that have always been supportive to me on the channel. There's a few people backed me, not financially. I have got people that have bought me coffee and what have you in the past. You know, and you think, you wouldn't think it'd be, you think it'd be your own. Like, and then you have people like Scott all the way in Australia. You know, he's fucking done it. It's like loads of times. I've a lot of time for Scott, you know. I've a lot of time for Finn, Lee. Like I said, there's 50 names on this piece. Yeah, hang on. They're already hiding it in, as we know that they can hide it no more. Well, like I said, I seen this fucking shit coming, and I was like, you know what? It's like, This is what I'm saying. It's like, it'll happen in Ireland. You watch. It's like, and Ireland's like a powder keg at the moment. And I swear to God, I don't know what it is, but I feel that tense. Like when Charlie Vick was shot, I didn't know too much about him, but I know more about him now than I did before he was dead. And the way the FBI made it look at the start, it's like, and you know something? It's like, Mark, if you're still in here, yeah, the coroner said that he had an exit wound in his fucking head, right? Which really looked like someone had stood right next to him and fucking aimed, and I went through the back of his fucking head, right? But because of the trajectory of the bullet, when I fucking hit him, it's going that fucking fast and it's that fucking powerful. I fucking hit him in the neck. I don't know whether it hit his fucking jugular because it just fucking. It's like, so that bullet then went in an upward direction and come out the back of his fucking head. For the coroner to say it was consistent with a gunshot wound to the back of the fucking head. They were his exact words. You know. Jono, you fucking probably know him. He's from the same area as us. He's from Ballyer, is it, bro? Is Dublin, are you? I'm sure Machiavelli is from Ballyer as well. A few lads come in from Ballyer that know me from years ago. You know, so okay, I'll put it another way. It's like if I was come on here and talk to you about certain things. My old friends back home, we all know what we all did, not just me. I wasn't on me fucking own. You know, we all did naughty shit. I just had the bollocks to confront mine. You know, because I'm not having that. I can't let Anton have that much power over me. Friends, family, kid, no. You need to take your power back. And it's all inside us. Just like semen, except for I am not a gay. I tell you, I'm glad I'm not in South Africa. The numbers, you went to mass on Sundays, fucking hell. Came from behind you, brother. They showed a video of it. Jono, you know what these fuckers can do, right? They can alter CCTV, right? Now you're telling me an unaccomplished shooter, a geezer that had no military training, took that fucking shot in the line of sight. Do you understand, bro? They said that, like, if you could fucking, it's first of all, yeah, after the shot happened, some crazy old man starts screaming out, I did it. Obviously, people are going to dive on him, right? It's like, and then later on, it turns out that he gets charged with having sexual fucking porn on his paedophilia shit. It's like, and then they fucking arrest my man, fucking Spider-Man, jumping down 14 foot. You know, like it was nothing. You know, I think it's adrenaline. You know, all those fucking molecules in his fucking brain. You know, that's the thing about your brain. Endorphin, serotonin, and adrenaline. Like, you say, all them fucked up molecules in his fucking head. But I know a little bit about ballistics because I've watched a few programs about guns in my life, yeah? And I know a little bit about trajectory. And when a bullet strikes a body, or if it strikes bone, like for instance, Luke, you know Ian Gibbons, he told me when he was shot in the hip with a 9, it travelled from his hip, it went into his bone, and the bone acted like a barrier, and it just went straight down because he was stood, Luke, he stood in this position, okay, and he's trying to turn to run to get away, and as he's like that, bang in the ass, bang there in the hip, the bullet went down his fucking hip, down his leg, through his fucking femur and then coming out the gap where his big toe and his other toe is. You know, and he said, "You, the adrenaline at first, I didn't feel it." He said, "But I heard something snap, you know, and I looked down and my shoe was smoking." I was like, "What?" He said, "Bro, honestly, the bullet was that hot. Bro, me trainer was smoking." I was like, "Just as well you weren't stood in front of anybody, isn't it? You'd have killed them with your fucking foot. You know, fucking hell, bro. You know, would you get charged for murder if you were shot and the bullet come out of you and went into someone else and killed them? You know, the irony of that, you survive it, it goes through him, hits you, and you die." Well, but someone here on the motorbike. What the fuck is that? One second. It's not a motorbike. I didn't know who that was. I said I thought I heard a motorbike and I come out and I just seen you at the door. Yeah, it's Al. He would have needed tools to. Oh, listen, yeah, I watch a lot of shit, right? And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. You know, I go off facts, right? Now, I had a big interest in 9/11, Jono, right? And it was the biggest attack on American soil ever, okay? Now, Jono, you know a little bit about the Lord. I know Luke does. A few of you are clued up, right? So how about this for a theory, right? 9/11, the whole world witnessed airplanes going into buildings. You know, just before them floors start collapsing on top of each other, right? I know a bit about construction. I was a scaffolder for 5 years. Me two brothers are doing construction management degrees. How to build buildings. And now because of AI, it's doing the work. Now, 9/11 was the biggest terrorist attack on American soil ever, right? On American civilians. Thousands died. We watched them buildings come down. People said that they heard individual bangs when them floors were collapsing, like bang, like blasting caps going off, right? Now, there was footage of the World Trade Center, right? And you can see bits of the steel. And it's like it was melting, molding. Do you understand? Like a volcano, yeah? Do you know how hot steel has to be in order for that to come out, right? Now, the morning after 9/11, that's a crime scene, right? Now, you tell me why you are moving tugboats up the Hudson River full of a crime scene. Hang on a minute. You're not touching that, mate. That's a crime scene. You know, on inspection of that building, blasting caps were found. Do you understand? Certain things were found. When I watched that building collapse, I watch many buildings collapse on videos. You know, when you see old buildings and casinos being taken down by dynamite, you know, it's like, and I know a little bit about explosives, not because I'm an Irish man, because I watch a lot of stuff and I read a lot when I get the chance. But that day, it's like, the day after 9/11, they were moving steel up the Hudson River, and that is a fucking crime scene. Do you understand? It's like, and I was like, that's not right, that. You know what? You know that 9/11 investigation, they spent like $3 million on it, yeah? You know that wanker Clinton affair with Monica Lewinsky, they spent like 30 million on it. It's like, do you understand? It's like, I know a little thing about controlled explosions, right? An implosion. You know, when you put dynamite in buildings, you clear the whole building, you rip everything out of it. Do you understand? And you go in, you put charges in the building, all fucking over, and it's a controlled explosion. Geezers that have been taking down towers for years. You know, I've watched loads of videos of fucking casinos and hotels being blown down, you know, in order for them to build another one. You understand? And it's called a controlled explosion. You know, so when that building collapses, okay, it all folds on itself, and the debris, it all goes, do you understand, accordingly. It's like, but jet fuel burns at so many thousand-degree Fahrenheit, right? Now, when that first plane hit, it's like it hit the building that fucking quick and precise and accurate. Do you understand? And once it hit that building, that jet fuel, man, it's like it fucking knocked the shitload of the installation off the building that's supposed to fucking protect the boat. It's like the geezer who built these buildings said these never come down. Even if a plane hit them, they still wouldn't come down. Really? Haven't you watched the news recently? Fuck's sake, mate. It's like, I just can't believe that the biggest superpower in the world, probably, or one of them, is moving steel from a crime scene. Like, we are talking over 3,000 American civilians' lives lost, yeah? And the next day, they're shipping fucking steel up the Hudson here. No. That's a crime scene, amigo. That's federal, leave that alone. But here, somebody give permission for that. You know, I pick up on little things like that. That's a crime scene. Do you understand? Hang on, Mom, right? What about the passport of the suspected pilot just found on the street right next to the collapsed tower? Block button up. Bro, do you know what a false flag operation is, right? They scared the American people into submission. They told the people that. Hang on. They told Colin Powell told the United Nations Council that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction and they planned to use them on America. They lied to the people. They lied to Congress. Do you understand? They put the fear of God into the American people. You know, it's like Muhammad had that at the end of the day, right? He led that unit that day. And he said, here, you can hear him on the control saying, listen, we've got a bomb on planes. Not a plane. We've got bombs on planes. You know, there was people texting on their phones, sending messages to their loved ones saying, I'm on a plane and I don't think I'm coming home. I had so many conversations. I watched every fucking documentary. You see me and Mark, when it comes to 9/11, we've watched nearly every fucking documentary that's out there because I couldn't believe it. I remember the first time I seen it. You just see these firemen talking, you know, amongst each other. Next of all, you just hear this fucking noise going. Big ball of flames. Fucking fire brigade. It's like fucking hell. And you know the American stuff, very patriotic, and a lot of brave men ran into them buildings. You know, like you have your gear on. It's like it weighs like it's ridiculous. Like you're carrying 120 pounds in gear. That's without any fucking anything to fucking aid you. It's like, and you're trying to get up them fucking stairs while people are running down, you know, and you're watching people getting carried down that were burned severely beyond recognition. Because a lot of them, when they were hit with that jet fuel, automatically, mate, Jesus Christ. It's like, I watch people jump I watch documentaries where you can see the firemen looking up and you can just see people jumping. You know, imagine how horrendous that has to be for you to jump. You know, you're born, you're dead anyway, so, you know, you may as well just fucking jump. Because what's the point in burning to death? You know, it's like you won't feel it in any way, you'll be gone, you know. But Muhammad Atta and Ramzi Youssef and a few other Al Qaeda fucking operatives took on this suicide mission. He took on a suicide mission. You know, they went to flying school for a few months. They all lived together. They didn't murder people. They went in, they went out. And it's like, you know, they knew about him. He was on a fucking CIA watch list. Do you understand? They were following his communications, and it's like they fucked up big time. Thanks, Ron. Guys, I'm gonna have to fuck off because I need to ring my son. You know what I mean? It's like I'm probably gonna have to wait, but I need to bring this in because my shit's about to die. But I'm really sad about what happened today. You know, really sad. You know. Guys, I'm gonna end me live, right? But I'll be back in a little bit, yeah, because my charger's upstairs and it's gonna die on me. So, guys, I'll end this live and I'll be back in a little bit, right?